Detroit, 1964. Motown was roaring, but on a quiet October night, a sacred silence swept through a modest home. The eighth child of David and Dolores Winans, finally, a girl after 7 sons, entered the world. Her name was Priscilla Marie Winans, but her grandmother gave her a softer name, CeCe, a name the world would never forget. Even as a child, CeCe carried a stillness that felt divine. Raised in a house ruled by music and faith, she was different. While others ran outside, she sat in silence. While her brothers jammed, she worshipped. CeCe was a vessel, one being prepared for something bigger than herself. Her rise to prominence didn't happen alone. Alongside her brother BB Winans, CeCe formed a musical partnership that would redefine gospel. Their big break came on Jim and Tammy Faye Backer's PTL Club. What began as a TV appearance exploded into a movement. Their debut dropped in 1987. By 1991, their album Different Lifestyles went platinum, a rarity in gospel. Addictive Love and It's Okay became cultural touchpoints. They performed on late-night shows and collected NAACP Image Awards. Gospel had officially gone mainstream. But while the world screamed their names, CeCe kept her eyes on a higher calling. In a bold move, CeCe walked away from BB and CeCe's peak success to forge her own path. Her solo debut, Alone in His Presence, 1995, wasn't about flash, it was about faith. And it worked. The album went gold, won a Grammy, and solidified her solo presence. She followed it with Everlasting Love and Alabaster Box, the latter produced by gospel icon Fred Hammond. Both were deeply personal, drenched in spirit. CeCe wasn't chasing charts, she was chasing truth. Then in 1999, she took another leap of faith and launched Pure Springs Gospel, her own label. In an industry run by tradition, CeCe made space for innovation and new voices. The accolades poured in. 17 Grammy Awards, 33 Dove Awards, 24 Stellar Awards. No woman in gospel, past or present, has touched her legacy. And yet, you never saw her flex. She wore success like a quiet robe, always humble, always anchored. She was inducted into the Hollywood Walk of Fame, the Nashville Music City Walk of Fame, and the Black Music and Entertainment Walk of Fame. Her influence wasn't confined to the church. It reached into American music history. Even into her 50s, CeCe wasn't slowing down. She was climbing higher. Believe for It, 2021, lit the world on fire. Released during a global pandemic, the album became a worship anthem for the weary. The title track soared to the top of the charts and won her yet another Grammy. Then came More Than This, 2024, a live album so raw and holy it brought listeners to tears. It earned her Best Gospel Album at the 2025 Grammys and birthed 2 monumental singles. That's My King, 49 weeks at #1 on the gospel charts. Come Jesus Come, a slow-burning worship ballad that took 58 weeks to hit #1, a record in gospel music. CeCe wasn't just performing. She was preaching through melodies. Every song became an altar. Every lyric a revelation. Offstage, CeCe's real treasure was her family. She married Alvin Love II in 1984. Their union, quiet, steady, scandal-free, became a rare example of covenant love in the music industry. Together, they raised 2 children. Alvin Love III, now an executive pastor at their church. Ashley Rose, who carries the Winans grace in her own quiet way. The Loves co-founded Nashville Life Church, a dynamic, diverse community built on authenticity and discipleship. Their ministry isn't about celebrity, it's about kingdom. Then, there's her friendship with Whitney Houston. They were more than friends, they were sisters. CeCe was Whitney's anchor, her confidant. When Whitney died, it was CeCe who sang Jesus Loves Me at her funeral, a performance so pure, it brought millions to tears. Her tribute, Don't Cry for Me, remains a timeless goodbye wrapped in grace. Unlike so many, CeCe never turned private pain into public spectacle. Her love for Whitney stayed holy. CeCe never bragged about her wealth, but her success speaks for itself. Her estimated net worth of $8 to $10 million comes from years of smart business moves, albums, tours, publishing, and her label. Her Nashville home reflects her style, elegant but not extravagant. It's also the filming location for her YouTube series Generations, where she pours into young women with authenticity, vulnerability, and spiritual wisdom. CeCe isn't a diva. She's a matriarch, a movement. In 2025, CeCe returned to Kenya for the first time in 15 years as part of her More Than This global tour. She also visited Kampala, Harare, Johannesburg, and Cape Town. But Nairobi was electric. Fans lined up for hours. VIP tickets vanished in minutes. When CeCe stepped on stage and sang "Come Jesus Come," the crowd wept. Hands lifted. Hearts opened. It wasn't a concert. It was a revival. Even the stars above Nairobi felt like they were listening. So, who is CeCe Winans? She's not just a gospel artist. She's not just the most awarded woman in her genre. She is a vessel, anointed, timeless, prepared by silence, powered by purpose, crowned by grace. And still, after all these years, she sings not for the applause of man, but for the glory of God.